All right, so you want to know how to find those perfect moments to buy into QQQ, huh?
Yeah, those golden opportunities.
We've been deep diving into this technical analysis video from 369Forecast on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they always have interesting insights.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And as you know, QQQ, it's like a VIP pass to the NASDAQ 100.
Right. The biggest tech giants all in one place.
Exactly.
They-
So nailing down those buy points, that could mean some serious growth.
Absolutely.
But you know what really stood out to me in this video?
What's that?
It's their visual approach. I mean, who doesn't love a good chart, right?
Well, for sure, charts can tell a story.
They call them power bands. And I'm really curious, what are these power bands all about?
Okay, so power bands, they're kind of like guide rails on the price chart.
Guide rails,
Yeah, think about it when QQQ is in a strong uptrend.
which it often is.
Exactly. These bands highlight those zones, those sweet spots where you can buy at a discount,
Ah, I'm liking the sound of a discount already.
especially after a pullback.
So it's like getting those companies on sale when they're poised to bounce back even higher.
Exactly. You got it.
And what's cool is the video showed these buy signals popping up a few times a year.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times.
That's practical,
Yeah.
right? You actually have time to act on it.
It's not some fleeting opportunity you need to chase.
Right. But here's the thing that blew my mind.
Lay on me.
It's not just limited to QQQ.
Oh, no, you can use this on anything.
Any stock.
Any stock at all.
That's the beauty of this.
So the skills we're picking up here, those can be applied across the board.
That's the power. You build up your toolkit and you can analyze anything.
That's super valuable.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got these power bands helping us find those value zones.
Right.
But then 369Forecast throws in these extreme bands.
Okay.
Now, these sound a bit more, well, extreme.
A little bit, yeah.
So how do these extreme bands fit in with the power bands?
Think of them as working together like a dynamic duo.
Okay.
Extreme bands, they tell you when the price has strayed too far from its average.
Like it's gone rogue.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's based on this idea called mean reversion.
Mean revert. It's this tendency for prices to kind of bounce around this historical average.
So they're like overbought, oversold signals.
You got it.
Okay. So if the price hits that upper extreme band,
Uh-huh.
that's a sign that things might be getting a little too heated.
It could be a sign that a correction is coming.
And on the flip side, if it drops down to that lower extreme band, then that could be a prime buying opportunity.
Boom sale time.
Exactly. 369Forecast, they use specific indicators and thresholds all laid out on their charts.
To pinpoint those zones.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so we can use these bands to find entry points, exit points.
Right.
But how does 369Forecast actually put them into action in their own trading?
Okay.
They mentioned hedging.
Right.
What does that look like with these bands?
So hedging is all about managing risk.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about how they use these bands to hedge during what they called a center rally.
A center rally.
It's basically when the price is kind of taking a break,
Yeah.
consolidating within a bigger trend.
Taking a breather.
Yeah. And by knowing where QQQ was relative to these bands, they could make moves to protect themselves if the rally decided to reverse.
Interesting. So they're using these bands not just to spot buy and sell signals, but to strategically protect themselves.
It's about playing defense as well as offense.
That's a smart approach. So where does QQQ stand right now with these bands?
You know,
Any buying opportunities on the horizon?
you'd have to dive into their latest analysis for the up-to-the-minute details.
Okay.
But they did say that things like a new administration
Okay.
or a sudden market panic,
Oh, yeah, those could shake things up.
they could completely shift the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And how QQQ reacts to those events, that's going to determine where those prime buying opportunities pop up.
So we got to keep an eye on those bands in the bigger picture.
Absolutely. You can't just blindly follow any indicator. It's about understanding what they're telling you about market sentiment, about where things might be heading.
It's like connecting the dots.
Exactly.
This has been incredibly eye-opening.
Good. Glad to hear it. So for everyone listening, we've got 2 powerful tools here. Power bands to find those value buy zones.
Right.
And extreme bands, those overbought, oversold signals.
Yep.
Think of them as your personal radar for navigating the QQQ world.
Your guide through the market.
And remember, these aren't just for QQQ.
Nope. Any stock you're interested in.
But the biggest takeaway from 369Forecast is this.
What's that?
It's all about combining these technical tools with an understanding of the market.
You got to see the bigger picture.
And sometimes the best opportunities.
They come when you're willing to go against the crowd.
To be a contrarian.
Exactly. Think for yourself. Don't just follow the herd.
I love that. So we encourage you to check out 369Forecast's YouTube channel.
Yeah, they have some great visuals.
See, these charts in action really dig into their analysis.
Definitely.
But here's a question to leave you with.
Okay.
How can you apply this contrarian thinking to your own investments? Because that just might lead you to your next big win.
It very well could.
Until next time.
See ya.